Brandon's big points.
All right. Question 1. I have 3. They're
Three
kinda
big
all-
bites. Let's do it.
They're all different, but we're gonna start with this one. All right, what's one cause other than your family would you die for? Like sacrifice yourself for?
I'm gonna go ahead on a limb and say probably nothing. To be honest with you, like there's nothing that I'm that. Like, would I save the world if it meant me dying? Sure. If it was life and death, but I can't think of like a cause that I would die for.
I would absolutely die for the country.
Yeah, but that's not. Is that what you're asking? I think he's asking more like, and correct me if I'm wrong, Brandon, but like pro-life versus pro-choice. Like you die on that hill. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, like literally, like take a bullet kind of thing, like Jesus, like die on the cross type of thing.
Got it. Okay.
I mean, I would die for the country.
Yeah, I die for the country.
I don't
the world.
want
I mean,
to. I don't want to.
Here's a question: how many people would you have to save in order to like die? Like strangers. If there's a building,
like
if there's 50 people in a room,
minimum 8 people.
that's
Really?
pretty. That's pretty.
That's way lower than me.
I was gonna say like 20,000.
Yeah, I was gonna say like 100. If there's like 100 people,
I'm not. I mean,
8.
I'm selfish.
That's noble, Brandon.
That's noble. That's very noble. 8. You would die for 8 strangers. I mean, that's noble as fuck. Just go with it.
Yeah.
I would die for like 10,000 strangers. I don't know, man. Strangers? I don't fucking even know.
What about like 9/11? If you could prevent that, would you die?
No,
how's my glory?
You just said 8 people. That was like the most significant national tragedy of our lifetime. And you said, nah, that's it.
So
I'm sitting that one out.
Because the government did it.
Would you die for the 8 people or would you not?
I'm gonna go ahead and say no. That was a resounding. I would not die to prevent 9/11. So I don't think that the 8 strangers. I think.
Just because even if you think the government did it, doesn't mean those people weren't innocent. I would go on the selfish route. Now, dude, I mean, I'm assuming, Hecker, that you would die for your daughter.
Yeah. Either
she's so young.
I live with.
Both the people you live with.
I mean, that's no question.
I mean, right? That's.
Sean says she's so young.
Like, let's just see how she turns out. I'm joking.
But you're saying I thought you meant she's so young, like she has her whole life ahead of her. Of course, like that's a no-brainer.
No, I meant like wait to see how she turns out before you die for it. That's a joke.
It's a joke. Yeah, I know. It's a good one, Sean.
I'm sure I would die for my kid, probably, maybe. Would I die for Shelby? Like, god damn, dude. I mean, the one time I forget where it was, but I think it might have been Live at Lunch, what me and Shelby do, and someone asked, like if we would die for one another, or something like that, or if you two, someone asked Shelby, if you two were on a life raft and only one person could live, and Shelby said me.
She said Sean?
Yeah, she said she said me. So
and you probably said that's good. Like we can agree on this.
I said, well, she went first, and if that's what she wants, then
it reminds me of Curb Your Enthusiasm episode where they're playing like the Newlywed Game. Yeah. They ask which one of your friends would you want, and everyone says, nobody. Like, no, I could never do it. My wife. And Larry says cha cha. They're all like, but like Shelby already played her hand. I hope you said her.
I mean, I just want.
I would definitely sacrifice myself for Lauren, but.
I mean, I think if it came down to it, I would, but
it'd be a hard decision for her.
With the 9/11 question, I guess like how much glory do I get after my death? Because we talked about this before about saving a school shooting and not getting enough glory for it. I mean, I'm halfway joking.
That would be. Although, like, if the plan never unfolded, then it wouldn't have the significance that it does now. So, like, nobody would know, even if you knew how many lives it saved. Like, you wouldn't quite grasp the entire.
It would be.
Impact.
You wouldn't get the glory of saving 9/11 because 9/11 wouldn't be a thing because you saved it. I mean,
so it sounds like a resounding no from both of you.
If it came down
overwhelmingly,
if it came down to like a reasonable thing, like I would do it.
Would you save the world if you could?
I mean, yeah.
You have to say yes because otherwise, the thing about that is like otherwise,
the world includes your family.
You're gonna die either way,
and the world includes you.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, I mean,
you ever see the movie The Box?
I was thinking about that. I've never seen it, but I know the premise.
No,
it's like
if you
hit this button, Yeah, go ahead.
If you hit this, there's a box. If you hit this button, then some random person in the world will die, and you'll get $1 million.
Would you guys do
You
that?
press the button.
My God
Well,
says,
So it could
yeah.
either be like the president or like some hobo. Like,
And I've seen the movie, so I'm gonna say no.
how's it play out in the
If
movie? Just tell me. I don't care.
It's like somebody they know.
Yeah.
They've seen it,
It's
a
like
long
their
time ago.
brother or
Of
something.
course, it comes
It's
back.
It's like,
to
damn
that.
it! Out of 8 billion people, it's my brother. I would do the right thing in the situation. If you ask me a number,
It's not like they're saying we'll take $1 million from you. You know, it's like
Right.
you get something that you've never earned. It wasn't yours. So
yeah,
Okay.
I'm about
easier said than done.
I'm about earning my money. I probably wouldn't do that for $1 million. But it's a good question, and
For a free ad campaign on Facebook.
like
All right.
my real answer is probably like 38.
Maybe 38 people.
38.
3,800.
3,800 people. Okay.
All
I
right.
mean, that's fair.
That's fair. Yeah. All right. All right. So question 2. All right. This is like a take that I always had. So I believe if women wanted true equal rights. Are you there, Sean?
Yep.
Okay. I believe if women wanted true equal rights, they should be on the front lines in war. And they have to sacrifice their lives like the men did in many generations in World War II. So what's your opinion on that?
If we had women on the front lines, we would lose.
Well, I just believe women, if they want equal rights, they should have to do the same thing men did in World War II. Like millions died.
I mean, to be fair, the three of us have never sacrificed a goddamn thing.
Yeah. But yeah.
I said
But-
I would die for my country.
Yeah, but you didn't enlist.
You didn't
So-
die.
Well, right.
wouldn't
I
choose to do that.
provide more value by the jobs I provide rather than my service.
But it's kind of like the theory of like not the theory, but like women aren't on the front lines now. So
you're a fucking sexist, is what you're saying.
Are they not?
I was
I thought
joking,
women
I'm
were
joking.
allowed to be. Are they not allowed like in
Well,
infantry?
you got to factor in a war situation the biological differences. Men are stronger,
Sure.
so
And
that
camaraderie, like you can't ignore the fact that like a locker room with one girl in it is going to be a little bit.
it's
It's going to
true.
be affected by that one girl.
That's true. And I think that is like a little bit of a problem in the military. Patrick Bet David, my boy, talks about he was in the military and any girl that was there, like people, he said something about like she looks a lot prettier when no matter who it is, if it's the
You
only
always see-
one.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a good point about the camaraderie too. I mean, women did a lot in World War II. A lot of them were
To
nurses,
save the country.
and a lot of them played in the
Up for
base.
men when the men were.
They
gone.
played in a baseball league with Tom Hanks.
And they like took up manufacturing. And they
Yes,
kept-
yes,
actually
well-
kept the
they
country afloat.
absolutely took up manufacturing.
They kept the country running. They
right. They kept the
saved
country
my
running.
the way they saved the country.
My point is that like
hate
men
women.
have to die.
Yeah.
Men have to die. Women don't.
I mean, like
I guess men,
we would lose if we sent
but
them.
also like even in a, and this is gonna maybe rub you guys the wrong way. Even in a world where we have equal rights, and you can argue we do or don't, like men have it easier than women do. Like
Well,
maybe
I
it's
can
because
believe that.
biologically,
Yeah.
like
Women
men
Well,
have
Brandon, let me ask you this question. So men go to war, and you say they like deserve more rights. Like, what rights should women not have because they don't fight on the front lines?
It's not that I don't want them to have like less rights. I just want them to realize that there is the difference between men and women, and that men should have this standard of like.
See, the way you framed it, you're saying they deserve more rights.
I don't know what more rights I would want. I just want to be
maybe instead of having them having more rights or having less rights, it's that they should be required to.
It's just about one
Yeah, the front
strong
lines.
opinion about equal rights with men and women. It's like there's millions of generations of men like they never carried their last name on because they died in war. Like women didn't have to.
Most
do
of
that.
the current Americans like have not.
Yeah.
And nobody's been forced to.
There hasn't been waves of us to go to
In-
war.
since,
Vietnam was the last
Vietnam.
draft. That was. I mean, that
Yeah.
wasn't that long ago, but still, 50
I
years
know,
ago.
but I'm saying like, yeah, that's true. But this generation,
It's just
always-
my one strong opinion about it. I don't know.
Like, but the fair question back is, So maybe
Would you
maybe
concede?
maybe they don't like
Can't drive cars.
like I wouldn't like what you just want the admiration or the you never did shit, but like
It's not. Yeah, it's not. I don't want admiration. I just. I don't know. I just have.
I don't know. This is you got a losing question here. Like
If this is your one strong take,
It's not the strongest.
I think you gotta find another one. Doesn't seem that strong.
Well,
You don't seem
I
that
guess
convicted
I'm
around it.
coming from a point where, like, culture is like women say like men ain't shit, like men are toxic, men, bad. It's just like, well, I don't know. Men have to do certain things that women don't, and it's always been that way.
well, what would be some other things besides war?
Shovel snow.
I mean, I don't disagree with that. I just shoveled snow. Sucked.
Yeah.
I hated it.
Yeah, my mom was
But-
talking about this storm. She's like, I just don't know who's gonna shovel my driveway. But like, women shovel snow. Like they like. I
Yeah.
mean,
My neighbors.
this is Brandon's small bite.
A small bite. Yeah.
I mean, what the hell? So we want to send girls to war and then we lose, or what do you want to take away from them today?
We wouldn't necessarily lose. Have you ever seen Mulan?
Yeah, it's my favorite Disney movie.
True.
Is it? All right.
Yeah.
So there's evidence.
Brandon, this is one of your worst bites.
All right.
It's all right.
okay.
Though. It's okay. I mean, it's just
All right.
like you got to. It's a reasonable question, right? What right should we take away?
It's not like a takeaway or add. It's just
Well, you said
Kinda
if women
just-
want equal rights.
well, it's not. Yeah, it's
You're implying they
equal
shouldn't be
rights-
equal.
No, I'm implying that men and women are different, and
Yeah.
that men have more responsibilities, and because of that, they'll never be truly equal. Like you can
So
have
what
the same
other-
rights, but
so
men
be-
and women are never going to.
So continue on,
really
like
equal.
war, and shoveling snow. What other like? I mean, shoveling snow is like a little bit of a joke. War is a serious one. Like, what other things?
Well, in society, like men have to be the breadwinners, or they're considered.
They don't have to be.
Well, I mean, it's opinion, but I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, you've seen me and Shelby run this company.
Yeah.
Look at that girl's a fucking powerhouse, dude.
Yeah.
Like she's running like all these fucking packages, all this logistics. Like she does more than me on the operations. Like, and she's like, so I don't have any leg to stand on when it comes to in my life with my wife. Like I don't have any. There's nothing in my life where like.
Well, I guess
It's like that for me. I cook equally as much as she cooks. We both run the company equally. Like, and I'm not even some, like, I'm agreeing. I understand your sentiment about like, yeah, men are like stronger.
I'm gonna add more to it. It's like it's the part that like men have to lead in a relationship. Men have to like court a girl. They have to pursue
is
sex.
that what this is about?
It's like it's a snowball of things. Like it's just men have to do more things to succeed, I guess. Like
I mean,
or to keep the rights, I guess.
I don't know if I'm with you that that's the case. I mean, the example I just used is a good example of me and Shelby running the company, and like that's just my one example. But like
My
none
wife,
of that
my
stuff
wife
is
also works.
yeah. Like I mean, Lauren does great. Like,
Busts her ass. Yeah.
yeah.
She does.
like
great financially.
and
She
provides
busts
for
her
your
ass.
provides for your family. Like if you lost Lauren's income, like would you guys be in trouble?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I mean I'm trying to help you out a little bit. Like there's none of those things women don't like they don't have none of those things are have tos.
Right.
But they're like what I guess what you think. Is it about dating? Is it about asking out girls and stuff
Well,
like that?
Well, you gotta think, okay, if both of y'all lost y'all's jobs, would y'all's wives see y'all in the same like way? Or see y'all as like the same amount of like strength in the relationship? Like, no, they all wouldn't. But if a woman did, a man would have to carry it. Like
I mean,
still.
it's situational.
If I lost my job, my wife would not see me as any less of a man. If that's what you're saying.
I
So, like, I'm very confident in saying that.
I mean, I would agree in your case. I mean, I can't really lose my job, but like,
Right. But if your business failed,
well, I guess I am coming from a point of dating because y'all
Shelby
have a
wouldn't.
wife, and like
yeah,
I have to.
that's
have
what I think.
this-
That's what I think you're getting at. That's
I
what I
have
think
to
you're
have
getting
this
at.
like these things like set in stone for women to see. I guess me as
I don't know about that though. Maybe that's like
So Brandon's talking about his
that's what
dating.
this is all-
Brandon's talking about his dating life.
No,
Sure.
well,
It's okay.
whatever. It's not a bad thing.
It's
But
just
the
still- I
Go
don't
ahead,
know,
X.
like-
it's the way I would say that preconceived notion is probably less accurate than it has been, and maybe doesn't apply for everyone. Like, you can't take that as fact because that's, I would say, like, it's rare. Maybe it could be cultural thing down south, but it's like rare that that's the case. If anything, it's the opposite, where like they want equal rights, so they're not going to be the ones looking to us to be the breadwinner. You know, they're independent. At least most of them are.
I mean,
don't know.
every person is individual. I mean, me and you both have like strong relationships. We're married with working wives. A lot of people aren't. A lot of wives don't work, but I feel like do we out of all like our friends, like all the wives work, right? Like, but Brandon, are you talking about like how men have to court women in like the dating world?
just like I guess the word like you like yes, but expand that idea to like war to like
Paying for
they-
dates.
Yeah, they have to court society. Like I'm putting that ideal, but I'm expanding it to war. Like basically, like they have to.
Let's bring it
They have
back
to
from
fight
war
for
to dating.
for the world. But yeah,
But you
it's a
never fought
bigger-
for the world.
well, I'm just saying, like in general.
All right.
All
But
right,
like, all right.
all right,
All right. You got another one?
all right, all right.
I mean,
three.
I'll talk about your dating life if you want. Like,
No, you're good. You're good.
You
We
go
can
out-
unpack some stuff.
you go out there, you
I don't like have many issues with dating. It's just like I don't know. Like if you want to get the best, you have to be the best, kind of thing.
well,
Like,
absolutely.
Well, that's
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 absolutely
absolutely
fair.
true,
That goes
yeah.
for both ways.
so-
right. Exactly. Like,
well, a woman
the
can
absolute
be can be pretty and they can still get the best.
I disagree. Like, the best meaning maybe making the most money, but if you're like a complete dickhead who only cares about a girl's looks, then like you're a complete dickhead, and she's not getting the best. She's getting a dickhead.
I mean,
But if it's like the complete package, a guy that's like rich,
Looks help.
like
Looks help.
looks help for sure, rich, handsome, and like a good guy and like a loyal person, then you know they're gonna be a good
Right.
judge of character.
And-
Their
and
wife's
if
gonna be well rounded and be strong and not be just a freeloader.
Looks help for sure.
Yeah. What's that? I'm not saying they don't.
Well, I feel like that's what like Brand like.
no, it's not. No, I mean, I don't know. Yeah. All right, we're going to question 3. All right, question 3. If you could date another race or culture, who would it be, and why? Like if you weren't married, like another culture you're interested in.
I look at people as individuals. I don't know, like a black chick. Like I don't care. Like it would have to be someone who's like I don't care about skin color. I don't like someone that's like it'd be hard to date like a devout Muslim who spent the first 25 years of her life in Iran. Like that might be more difficult. Because of cultural backgrounds, like, I would lean towards more of an American background, and there's more like maybe Black American chicks, so I'd maybe say black just for that. I mean, I don't care a fuck about skin color, but when it comes to a relationship, like, yeah, it's nice to have some common cultural backgrounds, like, religion is important for some people. I mean, not for me, but if someone was really religious, that might affect me because it's just it's your fundamental beliefs and stuff. I just don't care about the skin, or I just care about the individual person. And
well, I mean,
if they didn't speak my language,
culture, yeah.
if they didn't
I like
speak,
Mexican food. So like I would go the opposite way that Sean's saying. Not necessarily like the one example you gave rings true, but like something that's like a culture that's totally different. So like
okay,
like Japanese or something,
like someone cool like that.
because they have like a really strong culture, but it's way
Yeah.
different than ours. So you like get to learn and experience like new things. That would be cool.
But the one problem with maybe dating, say someone Japanese, it's like Japanese American, or like, do you have to travel to Japan to see your family 2 times, 3 times a year? And like, do you have to, like the logistics,
Maybe I have a skewed view because my parents did that. My mom is Icelandic, and
Sure.
like it's exactly what we did, and they made it work. Granted, Japan's a lot farther, but if you're flying, you're flying.
It's a trip.
But that's like the cultural differences there are huge.
What are the cultural differences in Iceland and?
I mean, Iceland is a country of like 300,000 people, so it's essentially like socialist country, which works for them because it's so
Tiny.
small. Like it's not, they don't have the capitalist attitude, so like everyone is happy, everyone's comfortable.
Yeah, they're not like any more money. Like,
right.
That's very
Right.
American.
They
like that.
spend a lot of
And I love that about
time
America.
outside. They spend a lot of time outside, value that, spend a lot of time with their families, and everyone's just like genuinely happy. They're healthy, they're taken care of, and they like take care of
How's
each
like
other.
homelessness or poor? Like how's that?
None.
Okay.
No, not a single homeless person.
Wouldn't
in the
have to
country.
deal with it. Yeah, it's
Nope, and
it's
they
a much
don't
simpler
have-
life.
Like if there's one murder a year, it's like big news. People, this is true. Like if you go shopping, you'll see like strollers with babies in them outside of stores. Like moms will leave their babies in a stroller outside of a store and go in and go shopping because there's nothing to worry about. Everyone,
Mm-hmm.
it's like a pretty strong community. And then there's like the remote villages that are, it's still very, very rural and kind of disconnected. So I love it there. Beautiful country, great people.
I've seen some of your Instagram
It's
pictures
amazing.
from when you visit it, and oh my god, the beauty
It's
of the
breathtaking.
place. Yeah, breathtaking beauty.
And it's like so many different forms of beauty.
Yeah,
Like there's the glaciers, there's mountains, there's like volcanic fields of just lava, there's glaciers. I mean, it's everything that you can imagine.
yeah.
So
I mean, that
it's
sounds
unreal.
amazing. I love being an American. I love the fucking grind, the fucking capitalism attitude. I mean, that's me. I'm entrepreneur, business, but like I respect that. But I don't know. Am I an American, or is an American? Did America make me? But America it's like more of a stressful life, right? It's more
For sure.
money and stuff and status and
Yeah.
fighting
Absolutely.
for space and
Materialistic.
resources.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't hate that.
Keeping
I
up with the
mean,
Joneses.
and like in every single society, happiness is what matters. I find, and I think I've transitioned. I think I've done this on purpose. I've trained my mind to like find happiness in the grind and the push, and like maybe that's biological, maybe it's something I've formed, but like I love America, and but
Me too.
So I like your idea about, because your mom and dad did that. Your
Mhm.
dad's from America, Baltimore, right? Where Francis Scott Key
Yep.
watched the
Correct.
Spanish-American War and wrote the Star Spangled Banner.
Birthplace of David Hecker, yeah.
Yeah, that's where you were born.
Mhm.
When did you move to PA? Like real young?
I was like 7, 8,
Oh, I didn't know
not that
you.
young.
You lived your first 6 years of your life in Baltimore.
Yeah, surrounded by Jewish people. That's
did
why.
not
No,
know
like
that.
8 years.
I did
Yeah,
not
I
know
moved in
that.
2nd grade, and that's like the whole Jewish culture thing. That's where it came
Because
from.
that was like your
My whole view of Baltimore is
everybody I knew was Jewish.
I'm
really. That's like your dad's like side of the family. and all
Dad's
that.
family and like friends, JCC. Like we grew up around like almost all. And then I moved to Kennett, and it's the exact opposite. There's like 2 Jewish kids in my school, so
Right.
that was like an adjustment a little bit. But me not being like a devout religious person,
Right.
it was just from a cultural standpoint.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that gives you
Um,
that. I mean, I think that's like a great thing for any young kid to like kind of move and see different
Yeah.
cultures. I mean,
You did it way more than I did.
I did it a lot, and I think it's like what created my character. And
Mhm.
it's not something that like if I have the perfect life, which I plan on, and I have kids, like I hope they probably won't see any hardships. So I might fucking manufacture some for them. I don't know, but like it's
Throw some like thumbtacks in their bed and stuff like that. You know, can't let them get too.
something. But it's good to move around and see different cultures as a young kid and adapt in different settings. I think it's good for a human. But
Yeah.
what about you, Brandon?
well, I kind of asked that because like I've dated like a girl who was Jehovah's Witness. I've been with a girl who
Is
That would
that
be
is that a culture?
I imagine that. Oh yeah.
it's a cult. But also,
It's like a culture of not having much of a culture, right? Like they don't celebrate like everything you associate with like a rich culture.
All I know about
like forbidden.
all I know about Jehovah's Witnesses is they go door to door and promote their religion. What is their actual life like?
So we had a Jehovah's Witness in my elementary school. When we would celebrate somebody's birthday, they would have to leave. They weren't allowed to like celebrate. I'm serious. They would have to leave the room while we all had cake.
They're not allowed to talk to anybody who's not.
Are they kind of Mormon-y?
Yes.
Okay.
Similar.
Okay.
But like I think more extreme.
And then
wait,
college,
Brandon, wait, when did you date that girl?
Well, I'm still like kind of talking like it's right now. But
I hope she doesn't listen.
But also in college, I dated a girl who was she was Egyptian and she was like Muslim and she wore the hijab on her head. And like I always wanted to see her hair, and it was like kind of like a red flag. Like the first day I met her,
were you worried?
You never saw her hair. That's like in Curb, where like Larry gets the blind guy to date the Muslim. He's like, it's perfect. No one knows what she looks like. Wait, so you dated her and never saw her?
No, I dated her, and like she just always had to wear the hijab.
You never saw her hair?
No. It was like right before college ended. Like she went back.
Okay.
Yeah. But I don't know. Just like I think
were you attracted to those differences in culture, or were they annoyances? Or
I think annoyance. Not well. I just like was interested in it. I don't know. Just foreignness.
You feel like you just gave us both answers. Maybe it was a little bit of both. I could see it going both ways.
Yeah.
How did this with the hijab? I mean, you could see like her face.
Yeah, you can see her face. She was beautiful. She was like probably the most beautiful girl I ever kissed.
Well,
but,
you think?
Well, yeah. I mean, but yeah.
I think you could see everything but her hair.
Yeah, everything but her hair. But I think that kind of like made her more attractive, I guess, because you're almost like not like she never showed.
She could be a perfect hair.
Yeah.
How did you imagine her hair? Like flowing locks or like early onset balding?
Well, she told me it was a red flag right when because we were like making out and I wanted to take it off of her. And she's like, "Nah, you can't do that. That's a red flag." And it was during the time of
It's a red flag. It's a religion.
It's during the time the porn star Mia
Khalifa.
Mia Khalifa.
It looks bad that I know that, but
she was famous during that time, and that's like she didn't want to be like seen as a fetish because like Mia Khalifa's kind of like Arabic. I think.
Was she Muslim?
Wait. So you're kissing her. She has a hijab, and did she not want to take it off because she didn't want to seem like a porn star, or did she not take it off because it's against her religion?
Against her religion, and also she said like people have fetishized her, like kind of thing.
Well, what if the fetishes wasn't a situation?
Or what if wouldn't she want to take it off if that was the case?
I mean, I wouldn't. I don't know.
Like if that was her concern that it was going to be fetishized, then she'd be like, all right, we'll take it off. And
basically,
it's a religious thing. It's not. I don't think that has.
Yeah. What are the rules? When are you
like a man can't
until they're married?
I don't think a man can see. Mm-hmm.
Only her family can see her hair
until when?
Marriage.
It's not just her hair either, right? Isn't it like her body? Like technically, it's supposed to be like her body.
You have to cover your body. Yeah.
So you expected her to take it off?
Like the first day. But also I dated like a Hispanic girl and then like I had this chance with this Asian girl. I don't know. I tried like many different, I guess.
Like, do you when you're looking for a potential girl? Is that something that's a high factor for you? Is the race and culture?
Well, like I feel like, to be honest, like I think I see it as a fetish and it's like wrong because I do fetishize it, and so I'm just trying to like get better at it.
Like, what part do you?
Let's unpack there.
What part do you like? You fetishize what? The fact that they're different race and culture?
Yeah, it's horrible. I'm a horrible person.
Well, no, I mean,
no,
it's across the board.
Yeah.
Asian and Hispanic, but it's just
on the list of things that you like consider when looking for a potential date. Top 3, top 4 that she's ethnic of some sort.
Let's just say she's like, alternative. I don't know.
So that's number 1, and then you go to like beauty and personality, or like
intelligence is probably number 2. I like.
But
girls
But
with
like,
hair.
so you're number one though. It just has
Is
to be.
race.
It just has to be different than you, because it's not one specific race. It's just
Right.
a different than you type of race.
Myriad.
Just alternative. Like she's different.
Alternative to you.
I guess it's I can't explain.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
You don't want to date somebody that's like a carbon. I mean, not the. I'm not gonna say that the whole like putting race in that whole thing, but wanting to date somebody that's different than yourself, I think is pretty normal.
Like I just have a weird
don't know.
relation with
I think
race, like being mixed with whatever I am. Like I don't know. I think I see race more than I should. So,
Dude, you know what I think about race? What do I think about race? One sentence.
it doesn't exist. Right.
No.
You don't see it.
Skin color doesn't
It
matter.
doesn't matter. Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Well, we're not gonna get into that, but I feel like it does because since
Well,
I
it does to you.
it does to me because I've seen the difference in cultures.
Culture's
and-
culture's different than skin color.
And sometimes they associate culture because they look the same. So, yeah.
Okay. Brandon's big bites.
All right, I'll come next time with fire.
Anything else you want to get off your chest, bro?
No, I'm good. That's it.
All right. Hex?
Another one in the books.
75.
It's been fun, baby. I love this. I love this shit.
I know. It's a good part of the week. Something
Yeah.
to look forward to.
Yeah. I mean, it's actually more than just the day because we got to do the homework. You have more today. Yeah. All right. Well, we got 4 more.
I know it's sad. Coming to an end.
Let's make them count, baby.
Woo!
All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.
Merry Christmas.
This has been the Sean Lowery Show. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa. Oh, loving the hat, baby. And if you made it this far in the podcast, I fucking love you.
Yes.
So to the one person still
love you.
here, peace out.
I love you, Mom.
And have an amazing. You think your mom? Is your mom listening to this?
No.
My mom listened to my first two. My mom listened to my first 2 podcasts. I think she's pretty good. Pretty good.
Just haven't had the time though. I just,
She said to me over Thanksgiving very recently. I'm 70 episodes in. Oh yeah, the one thing that's good about your podcast is I feel like you're learning a lot about like equipment and microphones. And I was like,
yeah.
That's the best you could tell you.
it's the one thing.
He's trying.
It's the one thing. Thanks, mom.
Dang, that's not good. Okay.
All right, yo. No, I mean she's a mom. She's not the target audience. Peace out. I love you guys. Thanks for listening. And
Adios.
We'll see you next week. Have you ever heard a better podcast in your entire life? Take that, Joe Rogan. Best podcast you've ever heard. Get more podcasts right here. And subscribe to the show, too, while you're at it. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you. Honestly, I love you.